Well, what do you know? Welcome back, everyone, to TTP Sports, and the Phillies walk it off against the Arizona Diamondbacks by a score of 7-6. Gene Segura with a walk-off single in the bottom of the 11th inning. And the Phillies finally beat the Diamondbacks. Good. It's good they won. It's good they finally got over the hump that is the Diamondbacks. It's good. It's good. It's good. But I just can't be excited by this win. This team has been such an emotional, frustrating, just draining roller coaster throughout the entire goddamn season. I just can't anymore. You can't even close out a game to the Diamondbacks when you're winning 4-2 in the bottom of the goddamn ninth inning. You can't even close it out. A closer, Ian Kennedy, that you traded for, can't win you a ball game because he blows it on a home run in the bottom of the ninth, or the top of the ninth inning, actually. Unbelievable. So unbelievable. I just can't imagine. Then you go into the extra innings. You get Ketel Marte hitting that go-ahead home run in the 10th inning. But then you get Bamboo Brad Miller tying the ball game up in the bottom of the 10th. De Los Santos surprisingly has a inning where he doesn't allow a run in the 11th. Then the Phillies get their runners on. It didn't look promising at first because Torreyes with the bunt that got Jankowski thrown out at third base. Herrera gets a single. 2 runners on. You got Gene Segura battling throughout the entire bat, swinging at literally every goddamn pitch he could find. But he managed to find his pitch, make contact, bloop a single in the right field, and he wins the ball game for the team. Man. And also, yeah, you also forget to mention the Bryce Harper home run earlier in the ball game as he continues to carry this offense single-handedly, everything on his back. I just don't know, man. I don't know how I do this. I don't know how we do this. Like, my brain has been, like, beyond melted. It's gone. It's flushed. It's gone. It's in the drain. It's not even in my body at this point. And I know my thumbnail says pain. And basically, I know they won this ball game, but still, this entire game is pain. This entire game perfectly describes the 2021 Philadelphia Phillies. Just everything. Everything. Blowing the ball game in the 9th inning, inept offense, Aaron Nola can't go deep into the game, extra innings, Phillies fighting back to win the game. Perfect description of the 21. And also defense. Also bad defense. Can't forget about that. Cannot forget about the bad defense. Man. Just everything that happens in extra innings, it just makes me like forget what happens like at the beginning of the ball game, like the Bryce Harper home run that opened up the scoring. Even though the Phillies, they had plenty of chances to score runs and put many runs on the board early in the ball game, but they didn't because, you know, the Phillies offense is just very inept, apparently, when it comes to the Arizona Diamondbacks. So, Bryce Harper, second hit of the night, lines a home run to the opposite field. 2-run shot, makes it 2-0. Phillies. Aaron Nola, he doesn't go deep into the game. He gets taken out in the 6th inning. And you can definitely tell he was very gassed because the Diamondbacks, they got his pitch count worked up throughout the ball game. They were fouling pitches off. Aaron Nola sometimes during at bats struggled to get people out. And you could definitely tell in that 6th inning, especially with a base runner on, next batter was just fouling off pitches. And Aaron Nola, he just ran out of gas. The pitch count was way too high. And it just turns into a triple by Josh Rojas, making it a 2-1 ball game. Connor Brogdon eventually comes into the ball game, replacing Aaron Nola, and a sac fly by Josh Van Meter ties the ball game up at 2. So, Aaron Nola, even though I still think he pitched pretty solid, it's just the pitch count and not being able to go deep into the ball game. That's the problem. Especially against the Diamondbacks, and you can't go deep into the ball game. That's the problem I find. Even though there were a lot of things solid from Aaron Nola, it's that pitch count. That's just unacceptable, in my opinion, against the Diamondbacks. I just find that very unacceptable. So, we go into the bottom of the 7th inning. In the Phillies, they had a major chance. Andrew McCutchen leads off with a walk. A double Herrera almost grounded into a double play, but then you get Nick Ahmed with a fielding error. So you got a runner at first and second base. Gene Segura grounds into a force out, allows Herrera and McCutchen to get over to second and third base. Bryce Harper then gets intentionally walked. JT Realmuto comes up, first pitch swinging, lines a single in the center field, makes it a 4-2 ball game. Didi Gregorius, he smoked the ball, but sadly it turned into a double play, which ended the inning. But the Phillies, they scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Hector Neris comes in, he gets into a little bit of a jam, his own, in the top of the 8th. Walks the first batter. Then Nick Ahmed reaches on an error, which allows Jake McCarthy to go to third base because of the throwing error by Didi Gregorius, and it was a terrible throw. Brad Miller couldn't pick it up at all. But then Hector Neris settles down, strikes out Marte, strikes out Rojas, and manages to get Van Meter to ground out. Hector to Protector, getting out of the top of the 8th. No runs allowed, still a 4-2 ball game. Phillies really don't do anything in the 8th inning, so you go to the 9th. Ian Kennedy comes up. Leadoff single to Pavin Smith. And then Christian Walker crushes a home run. Left center field, just gets over the fence, ties the ball game up, and we're like, here we go. It was inevitable. It was very inevitable. And that's honest. That's the Phillies' franchise record 26th blown game of the season. And it's funny too how bad the bullpen was last year, to where somehow they didn't blow the record for franchise record for blown saves. Somehow they did it this year. I just find that odd, and that just still shows to you how probably bad the Phillies bullpen actually is. It's just unbelievable. And the closer that you traded for just can't close out a ball game against the Diamondbacks. I just find that ridiculous. I do. And Ian Kennedy really hasn't been sharp since he's gotten here. Has given up way too many home runs in the 9th inning. He's had solid moments, but the experiment is really, in my opinion. I know that was basically just gibberish, but you know what I mean. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. Phillies can't do anything there. Bryce Harper got walked, but then JT Realmuto literally swung at 2 pitches that were right down the middle, and he could not catch up to them whatsoever. Going to the 10th. So you get the extra runner on. Sacrifice bunt by Nick Ahmed gets the runner over the third base, but it doesn't matter because De Los Santos throws an absolute meatball to Ketel Marte, who crushes it into the bullpen. Makes it a 6-4 ball game. De Los Santos manages to get out of the inning, but it's still 6-4, so the damage is done. First batter, Didi Gregorius strikes out. Not looking good. Brad Miller gets his fastball, destroys it into the right field stands. 6-6 ball game. Tied up. Bamboo Brad. Ballpark's woken up once again. Inning's over. Go to the top of the 11th inning. De Los Santos, okay, he allowed 1 walk. He had to intentionally walk the batter, but he gets out of the inning unscathed. We'll take that. We'll take that every day of the week. Go to the bottom of the 11th. Trent Jankowski is the runner that has to come into second base. Torreyes tries to bunt him over. It was a bad bunt. Jankowski gets thrown out at third, but Torreyes is safe at first. Herrera sneaks a single in the right field. First and second for Gene Segura. Battle. Gets his pitch, bloops it in the right field, and that is your ball game as the Phillies win 7-6. And at first, I thought this video was gonna be, the Phillies found another way to lose against the Diamondbacks, but thankfully, I guess that's not the case today. For now, but I'm not gonna get excited. I'm just not. That's just me. That's just the reality we live in. I'm just not gonna do it. Sarcastically, I could say, "Ooh, are playoffs happening? Are the Phillies gonna reach the playoffs?" And I feel bad for a lot of these players because they desperately want to make the playoffs. But you guys gotta play. You can't be losing to the Diamondbacks. That's the thing. You just cannot be losing to the Diamondbacks. You got to play better when it matters. And this team, sadly, has not played better when it started to matter. Especially when you're going up against teams that you should be beating. You beat them today, but they've already won the season series, so there you go. For the pitching in this ballgame, Aaron Nola, 5 1/3 innings, 3 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, 7 strikeouts. I would say it's solid, but the pitch count was just way too high for Aaron Nola. Way too high. You could definitely tell he was getting really exhausted in the next 6th inning. So, okay night for Aaron Nola, I'll say. Connor Brogdon comes in, inning and two-thirds actually, no hits, no earned runs, one strikeout. He allowed the sac fly, but that was charged to Aaron Nola because that was a runner he allowed on base. Hector Neris, 1 inning pitched, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, good inning out of him. Ian Kennedy, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, home run. No, not a good performance. De Los Santos pitches 2 innings, allows 1 hit, 2 runs. 1 of those were earned. 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and a home run allowed. Good 11th inning, not a good 10th inning. That's all I'm going to say there. Go to the lineup. Odubel Herrera, 1 for 5. Gene Segura, 2 for 6 with the walk-off RBI. Bryce Harper goes 3 for 2 in this ballgame. 2 RBIs, 2 walks. Good day for Harper. And actually, good day at the plate for JT Realmuto as well. He goes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a walk. Didi Gregorius, not a good day at the plate. He goes 0 for 5 with a strikeout. Brad Miller, he goes 1 for 5 with the game-tying home run in the 10th inning. Freddie Galvis, he gets his first hit back with the Phillies since being traded back here. He goes 1 for 4. Travis Jankowski, he goes 0 for 4. Aaron Nola, he goes 0 for 2. And then you get your various pinch hitters. Andrew McCutchen, he worked the walk in his at-bat. Bonifacio, he got called up once again. He went 0 for 1, and Ronald Torreyes went 0 for 1 on the fielder's choice with the bunt. So, we all know the situation that happened before the ball game. 3 Phillies players on the COVID-related list because they tested positive. You got Andrew Knapp. You got just 3 players. It's just, which delayed the start of the game to 7:30. Sorry for hitting the camera there. But it turned into a weird situation early on because we didn't know that this game was going to get played. The Phillies had to test other people just to make sure if it wasn't any contact tracing. It was just a mess to start this ball game. Runners in scoring position, Phillies were 3 for 11. Total runners left on base, they left 11. So you win this second game against the Diamondbacks, you got 2 more to play. Got tomorrow, 6:05. Kyle Gibson's going to be on the mound against Mejia. And then Sunday, the matinee game at 1 p.m. It'll be Ranger Suarez going up against Madison Bumgarner. And if we look at the standings today, because why not? The Phillies are back even at 500 at 64 and 64. They are 5.5 games behind the Atlanta Braves for first place. And the Mets, they just continue to lose as they lose 2-1 to the Nationals tonight. They are 61 and 67. They are 8.5 games behind the Braves, and they're 3 games behind the Phillies. And the Braves, I believe they won today's ball game against the Giants, or they are still playing currently. I am not entirely sure. So let me check this out. So we're on Friday. I don't know why it's showing me Thursday's ball games. So this app is being stupid right now. I just want to see the scores for these games. Can I please see the game? And it looks like the Braves, for some reason, yes, the Braves did beat the Giants today. They won 6-5. I don't know why it was that difficult for the app to show me that. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Can't describe it. Can't explain it. I don't know. Technology. Not the best. So, you win the second game, and you lose yesterday. The only thing I'd say is win the series. Like, that's all I'm going to say at this point. Am I going to expect that? Probably not. I'm not going to expect it. My expectations are lower than the low, lower than this desk probably. Probably all the way at the bottom floor of this house. It's probably how low they are. So, I think that's where I'm going to leave it off tonight. Phillies win. So let's see what they can do tomorrow and Sunday. What are your thoughts on this video, everyone? I want to hear those. Always your thoughts and opinions down in the comments section. Don't forget to drop a like on this video as well. Don't forget to check out the Painted Lines, which I'm a part of. Their links are down in the description below. Also, don't forget to check out the links to Broads Media, the Flyer to Pod merch website, and Flyers Nitty Gritty. That stuff is down in the description below as always. Don't not forget to check those out. And the most important thing you can do is subscribe to the channel, everyone. I will greatly appreciate that, and I will see you next time.